Ray diagram practice for lenses. Our first diagram, we want to label this as a converging lens. Notice that the lens is smaller than the object is, so we're going to extend the lens with a dotted line. So when the light rays come from the object, when they hit the dotted line is where they're going to bend. Our first light ray goes in parallel and comes out through the focus point. Second light ray, I want to use a different color so we don't get them confused. The second light ray, remember, always has to start at the top of the object. It's going to go in through the focus point, and then when it hits the dotted line, it's going to bend and come out parallel. The third light ray also starts at the top of the object. It goes straight through the center of the lens and does not bend. Now these light rays all converge. That means we're going to get a real image, and you can see that this image is going to be smaller and inverted. Second drawing, this is also a converging lens, and the object is still taller than the lens, so we're going to extend the lens with a dotted line. First light ray goes in parallel and bends when it hits the dotted line and comes out through the focus point. Second light ray is going to start at the same spot, and it's supposed to come in from the first focus point. So we do a dotted line to show that's where it's coming from. When that one hits the lens line, it's going to bend and come out parallel. Third light ray goes through the center of the lens, does not bend. Notice these light rays do not converge. That's going to make a virtual image. For the virtual image, we're going to trace those three light rays backwards behind the lens, and it's where those extensions converge is where our image is going to be. Notice this image is larger, virtual, and upright. This would be the drawing when you're using this lens as a magnifying glass. Lens number 3 is a diverging lens. And again, the lens is smaller than the object, so we're going to extend the lens. First light ray goes in parallel. Remember, they always start at the top of the object. And this one is going to go out as if it came from the focus point. So that light ray bends upward, and that's because the diverging lens spreads the light outwards. It doesn't focus to the point, it bends outwards. Second light ray, we're going to line it up with this far focus point. And when that one hits the lens, however, it's going to bend and come out parallel. The last light ray goes through the center of the lens, does not bend. These three light rays do not converge. That means we will not have a real image, it will be a virtual image. To find the virtual image, we're following these three light rays backwards behind the lens with a dotted line, and we can see the extensions converge right here. So this will be our image, smaller. Just like the diverging mirror, the diverging lens always has an image that is smaller, virtual, and upright.